Yeah, greetings sanibonani sangibingelela ngani zakwethu yonke indawo la nikhona nazi ke ukuthi sixhaswe iyona ke i-native gas njengoba ungibona ke ngigqokile it is a security company engada ngokuzinikela and this is Durban Network uhlelo ke lwenu olunikeza yonke into okanye ama-update enifisa ukwazi izinto ezenzeka kakhulu ke la eDurban namaphethelo igama engusabelo ndaba sangihambi ngedwa. This is Abafowethu, this is a Durban Network. We are back with another epic episode. Njengoba nazi ke ukuthi kuqala nje ifestive nje manje inhloko mingapha nangapha ziyaduma eDurban, ziyaduma nje South Africa yonke. Uyazi ke ukuthi when you speak of South Africa, we speak of izwe eli-orientated to ukujabula kuhleze kujatshulwa ngapha nangapha so sekuyaqala nje kuba mnandi kodwa ke okuningi nizokuthola ngoba siphethe wonke ama-topic nokuthi zithini inhlelo zakhe uDurban Municipality njengoba ubumnandi buza nje. Siyanithumela engane zakwethu ukuthi niye ngama-numbers lapha ku-YouTube ni-subscribe nithi Durban Network ni-view and subscribe and share thumele nabangani bethu ukuthi beze in-numbers nabo bathathe inamba bayo-subscribe. Also on TikTok, Facebook, just go in numbers, subscribe, nithumele nakubangani benu, ni-share, ni-save, nithumele dume lezwe le-Durban Network. Kunjalo ningakhohlwa ukuthi ke ama-episode wethu on the audio version they are available on Black Radio. Okwakho nje ukuthi uye Google ufike ukuthi Black Radio ukwazi ukungena khona ulalele uzokwazi ukuthola nomunye music nezinye inhlelo ezikhona ku Black Radio. Mfowethu ake siqhubekele phambili. Indaba zithi eZimbabwe kusukela manje uhulumeni wakho usubeke umthetho wokuthi mangabe une WhatsApp uvula iWhatsApp group angithi uyazi ukuthi ku WhatsApp you can open a WhatsApp group. Yes. Sekunomthetho kobeka ugovernment waseZimbabwe ukuthi mongabe uvula iWhatsApp group ku WhatsApp uzokhoka ukhokhela istate. I think it's just one of those things which are based in a monopoly. I mean aggression which they've been pushing all over the years, you know. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi angeke size sisha sazi kodwa ukuthi bakwazi ukufuna ukwenza lo benzela ukuthi bakwazi ukubheka ukuthi wenzani upostani and stuff because out of you subscribing in that kind of a content obviously would give a certain laws ukuthi uzohamba ugcine la uhamba ugcine la, you know. So ngicabanga ukuthi it's a state control of ungakaqhubeka sithi for example unayo WhatsApp abaphikisana nokuthi ube ne WhatsApp but once you create a WhatsApp group angithi ke mhlambe wena une family unonkosikazi wakho mhlambe une family osisi bakho mhlambe no10 bese ucreate i-WhatsApp group mhlambe kunento ekhona enifuna ukuyenza unifuna ukukhuluma nje into zasekhaya in general sekumele ukhokhe ngoba so create i-WhatsApp group. I think ukucimela kwabantu noma ukufihleleka kwabantu ithwebha umuntu involve into eziningi but ibheke ukuthi okwakhe what's the larger scale uma ngabe umuntu oyibuka ngamehla ukuthi uyabona ukuthi bavimba abantu abafuna ukuvula ama-political positions kwi-WhatsApp abanandaba nawo uvulela umndeni. Yes vele fanele ba-include wonke umuntu ngoba i-group naleyo kodwa if we look at it and at a larger scale vele ukumonopolitize i-political system yaseZimbabwe ukuze bakubone ukuthi wenzani bakumonitize bakubheke ukuthi yini lo yenzayo bazoyivimba kanjani kodwa ngeke vele baze bakuveze ngokwehlo elibonakala. They will use their systematical ways of showing that. Mhlambe sisase lapho kuleyo topic we've seen a lot of people from Zimbabwe flooding to South Africa, some of them flooding to other European countries. Can we say Zimbabwe is a safe place to be? Abantu banawo amalungelo ngokubuka lokhu nje kwe-WhatsApp mhlambe ukumuva kwabantu bezala abanye beya lamanye amazwe akusho ukuthi mhlambe vele ingxenye yabo ukuthi kucindezela amalungelo abo.
Despotic, erratic governments are what exist in Africa. For so many years we've been experiencing the very same thing. So angeke ngithi into entsha, angeke ngithi mhlawumbe into ezoma manje ukuthi yenzeke, iyoqhubeka yenzeke eAfrica because bakholelwa endleleni ehlukile yokubusa isizwe, bakholelwa endleleni that we can call a fashion of ubukhosi uma ngingayibeka ngesintu sase South Africa okanye ngekwelanguage esiunderstandayo. So into esazoqhubeka yenzeke ngoba umuntu once wangena kwipower, we look at King Mswati, you know, the president and despotic ruler of Eswatini, you know, umuntu ongafuni ukuthi omunye umuntu abe nezwi, you know, for whatever idea that you have, you submit it to the highest law and highest king or highest rule of the country, you know, for which it limits everybody to have something engadlula ini yenkosi and stuff, you know. So it's something esizoqhubeka sizibone as long as singakabi ne-AU or a certain country which plays one rule ethi wonke umuntu wase-Africa is subjected to this law which is 1 and 2 and 3 and stuff, you know. So sisibonisa ukuthi sisupporta abantu aba-despotic, abantu okuwukuthi bama-dictators base-Africa, but uthole ukuthi sinenhlangano, you know, kukwazi ukuhlala i-dictator ku-SADC, lihlale kwi-NU lize libe nombono. Umuntu omazi ukuthi uyi-dictator ubuso uyazibuza ukuthi i-NU okanye i-SADC ihlaleleni yini umthetho wayo, what is the principle of the SADC if it can stay and listen to somebody who is a despotic ruler and a dictator.
uJabulani Khumalo siyamazi sonke, the guy owavula i-MK Party.
Yes.
So he is claiming that the claims by uDalimpo for which he was there in the formation of MK Party, uyasho ukuthi uqamba amanga, those are just claims. He was not there yena njengalo umuntu okuwabhalisa MK Party and yonke into, azange ambone uDalimpo ambona ngoba nako kwakade wayi-introducer kuyena ubaba uZuma introducer as somebody okuye omsizayo ukuhamba ama-court cases akhe.
Uma sokhuluma iqiniso singaze sinabukelise, umfoka Khumalo umntungwa, he's a subject, he is a second subject of the MK Party. Why am I saying is a second subject? It's because uyena waqala la kodwa uyena futhi osemuva kwalento eyaqala. Into eyayiqala eMK yayithi kufanele inhlangano ihlanganise a political party that is going to be a second party in the ANC. Other than the DA, esiyazi ukuthi it's an opposition party. Why ngekho lapho umfoka Khumalo? So yini i-idea kabanleyo kaJacob Zuma ehlangene nama-allies wakhe esingeke seswamenshine cause asiwazi. That's why I'm saying to this day, lo mfo okhulumayo or umfoka Khumalo, he's a second subject. Masikhuluma nge-subject, sikhuluma nge-content yento ehlangene ukuhlanganiswa into. Yini ehlanganise i-MK? It's a content. It's abantu abahlangana babona ukuthi ama-loopholes alapha nalapha eSouth Africa besetshenziswa umuntu one-experience oyaziyo into ayenzayo, umnumzane Jacob Zuma, futhi waphumelela into ayenzayo. Wenga-involvanga umuntu owehlanganise inhlangano okuyena umfoka Khumalo oyekade ukuthi usubscribe ekutheni inhlangano ayivule. That's why he was sidelined. He don't even know what exactly led to the formation of the MK Party, for which it is true what is told by uDalimpofu and many leaders of other parties, the opposition parties of the ANC, but the smaller ones can witness to what Dalimpofu is saying right now. Even Malema himself, he denied to be the part of that meeting, which was in the main of the formation of the MK party.
Maybe there was another name which was proposed by whoever was, hence we are saying it's Jacob Zuma. Mhlambe igama le-MK came after ngempela sebeya kubhalisa. Mhlambe there's a confusion mhlambe yenza ukuthi umfoka Khumalo agcine engazi. Mhlambe alishiwongo ngaleso sikhathi kuzoba yini igama i-political party. Hence njengamanje neclaim ukuthi when you speak of MK yena akazi lutho ngoDalimpofu. Mhlambe igama ela introduce akuyena nokuthi kumele ayo register akulona igama elale ideal ngesikhathi kuhlangana ama-opposition parties.
What we call a status quo. A status quo is a reputation of what is standing at a certain time. Into ayikade isho umfoka Khumalo yase istanda. Kodwa it was a reputation mase ibuyiswa uJacob Zuma ku-conference okanye kwi-meeting okanye kwi-gathering ababenayo ukufoma a political party that is going to stand against the ANC. So engizama ukusho kwena ukuthi lelo gama lalivele selistenda kodwa wengeke atshelwe ngalo yena because la seyi-status quo, into okuwukuthi igciniwe izosetshenziswa kodwa umuntu okuyena oyicreateile uyi-subject yayo ngelinye ilanga mhlampe angase kugcine kuwukuthi move out because they knew ukuthi uKhumalo would want a seat in the MK party and they know what to do. I mean, to remove him or either to sign him away from holding that position. And it is exactly what happened in the MK party. Kuwukuthi abanye abantu bayibuka njenganento eyenzeke manje. uJacob Zuma, you know, that's why ngikhuluma mangiqala lenkulumo ngathi sikhuluma ngomuntu oyibalayo izibalo. Ohlala phansi aphathe ya calculator aplan ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani. So wenza into efanayo. Wayeselazi igama nenhlangano ukuthi uzoyintshontsha kuMr Khumalo futhi wayintshontsha I mean progressively ngendlela neat technically and logically. He stole the organization. He took it away from him and it worked out for him.
Siqhubekela phambili mfowethu. iTheku municipality kubukeka sebeqalile bezilungiselela for ifestive. Mhlambe nje singabuka indawo lezi ezivakashelwa njengebeach sekunezinto ozibonayo ezenzekayo ezibonisa ukuthi they are preparing, they are doing in fact they are doing main preparations for the festive.
Yeah, they are doing something, you know, providing which they know which iTheku it's one of it's a major tourist attraction South Africa. So bayakwenza ngamandla abo onke. They know which they generate most of their avenue when it comes to umasipala weTheku through tourism and stuff. So like kuyimpoqo kubona ukuthi angeke unga-invest la wazi khona ukuthi khona la uthola khona imali. So it is not a surprise. They are pulling all strings that they can.
Mhlambe sisakhona kulento yamasipala waseThekwini. Sibheke nje kakhulu ngokwe political landscape. Siyazi ukuthi umasipala usucontrolwa inhlangano zepolitiki. Do you think lokho kuyawusiza so far umasipala ukuthi ukhule mhlambe from the tourism side to other business avenues mhlambe akhona kumasipala?
Kakhulu kuyawusiza, you know. I think with one party being prioritized, it monopolized the whole system, the business side, the industries and etc. So I think in this very same time, we will see like a vast business, I mean increasing in terms of making a profit in Durban. Uma abantu amashishini ahlukene beza kumasipala banezindlela ezihlukene zokumaketha, but basuke befaka umasipala ofanayo. So I think over the years ANC has sort of declined the profit that is coming in for umasipala, for which I think personally think the GNU would source the new ways, new approach in terms of getting more people coming into Durban, for which already ngicabanga ukuthi imisebenzi ye-GNU it is materializing out in our eyes. You know, we saw it with uThami Ntuli ukuthi khona ushintsho esilibonayo eDurban lwenzeka. So it is just much of those things that we are anticipated.
uKhuzani uthe wabhodla ngokhozi FM wazamenshina uKing Zoso ukuthi waxoshwa ngoba wayejwayele ukukhuluma ngayo Khosini, wakhuluma nezinye izinto ezihlukahlukene. Thini uvo lwakho?
Yeah, we don't know ukuthi inkulumo kaKhuzani iqiniso kangakanani, but personally I don't think angazi expose ngenkulumo efana nale. Apparently umphathi wokhozi uMrs Ngcobo okuyena ucishe abe seyikhundleni eziphezulu okhozini waba ne-initiative yokuvala into zaKhuzani okhozini, whether it's something that has to do with amavote, whether it's something that has to do with ukuselekthwa kwakhe on certain competitions, njengoba sibone kuvalwa indaba yokuhlanganisa unyaka engakangeni and stuff, you know. So uKhuzani mayibeka uthi lo mama lo uzama ukuyiprotecta yena because over so many years edlule kuke kwabonakala noma kube nezinkulumo ezivele ngathi ufavor uKhuzani, ukwina kwaKhuzani kuncike kuyena noma uyamgwazela noma khona akwenzayo, for which it was not truth ngendlela uKhuzani ayibeka ngayo, okugcine kulida ke ukuthi umama lo ngokusho kwaKhuzani agcine evala izinto eziningi zaKhuzani akade efuna ukuyipromote kuzona ezebhola, lebhola abadlalayo noTira, Maskandi versus Gqom gospel and hip hop. So zavalwa, zivalela ukuthi akufanele uKhuzani abe ne-platforms, into kade isho uKhuzani kwagcina evalelwa nasonyakeni ukuthi akathi engakayi-release ingoma yakhe yonyaka kube sekuyavalwa, nengoma akade eseyikhiphe noJumbo kuthiwe kufanele ingoma ibe ne-playlist engaka, for which ngokusho kwakhe ingoma yakhe yaphuma ngoSeptember yagcina ingadlalwanga, okusho ukuthi lokho kwakuveza ukuthi vele le idea yamcindezela ukuthi kukhishwa lo mthetho kube kuvela ukuthi vele ingoma yakhe noJumbo ayizange idlale okhozini and stuff. So he said a lot of things ezikhuluma ngokuthi why yena kufanele avaleleke okhozini. Esikaqiniseka kwento ekhuluma ngengoma yakhe noJumbo vele ayikazi zwakala emsakazweni, yakhishwa ngoSeptember, uqinisile futhi. I think I was one person owayekade ekhona noma emlandela ngekhathi ikhishwa, ayikazi zwakala. So it can tell ukuthi vele khona into ekhona enoKhuzani lapha. But I think man of the time uyibekile futhi uKhuzani ukuthi ufila as if umama lo uMama Ngcobo osokhozini unokufila ukuthi uma efaka uKhuzani vele it's an obvious win ngoba ama-Blue Nation mhlampe maningi. So okungcono ukuthi mhlawumpe am-sideline ukuze kungagcine kubonakala noma kuqhubeka inkulumo ezake kade ikhulunyiwe ukuthi unokwenzelela kuKhuzani.
Mhlambe sesivala lapho mhlambe uKhuzani ekukhulumeni kwakhe lezi zinto ayikhulumayo uyikhuluma ngeside lokuthi uyamgxeka lo mama noma uyibuka ngeso lokuthi lo mama she's protecting herself?
Uyayibuka ngehlo lokuthi uyayiprotecta uMama Ngcobo, kodwa aphinde ayibuke ngokuthi lokhu kumhluphe isikhathi eside ufisa ngabe mhlawumbe akwenzekanga ngendlela ekwenzeke ngayo kodwa futhi aphinda vele ngokusobala ukuthi inkinga yakhe ayibukayo or ayi-overseeyayo ukuthi while ukhozi zama ukuvalela yena alivaleli yena livalela nabanye abantu akade benethuba lokuthi balethe ingoma zabo ezingarocka so while ukhozi lulwa naye lugcina livalela amanye ama-artists ngoba kufanele lisebenzise i-criteria okanye uhlelo oluthile olusha futhi ngokusho kwa othola ukuthi belinga-exist kodwa lulethe ngoba livimba ukhuzane the time livimba ukhuzane selivimba wonke umuntu okade ngaba nethuba lokungena kulelo hlelo so he was very open about it. I think I wouldn't know or I wouldn't say mhlawumbe vele konke kufavor yena noma isystem ibimfavor kodwa kube kuhle ukubona yena eqhamuka ekhuluma ngokuvulelekile ukuthi asho inkinga zakhe ngoba khona la kulapha ibrand yakhe khona noma mhlawumbe futhi khona futhi la kulimaza khona abanye abantu yabo.
Mfowethu singena ku sports manje. I-Man City isilose 4 games in a row for the first time since 2018. What does this say about the future of Pep Guardiola in England?
We spoke about this very long time. We were speaking about Sundowns at some point. We spoke about Real Madrid. We spoke about Inter Milan. We spoke about Bayern Munich. Now we're speaking about Manchester City, for which we've touched this issue. You know, when you've won the league, the domestic cup, the domestic cup at that time, wonke umuntu uma akha ibhola lakhe ulakhela kuwena, ulakhela kwi-system odlala ngayo and stuff, you know. So automatically decline and decrease your winning ways because wonke umuntu usuke esazi ukuthi uma eyodlala nawe yipi isystem ekufanele akumakhe ngayo okanye ayidlalise. So I think we're seeing this thing playing out in South Africa. Orlando Pirates right now, they're trying to dominate the league. More teams are trying to master how the Sundowns play. More of the same thing happening in England. Abantu are trying to master how the Manchester City rather plays, and they are trying every means to block them and make them to not win any game, you know. So bazoplana ngawe, you know, up until uzovuma ukuthi leso strategy osebenzisa ngaleso sikhathi kufanele ushintshe because abantu sebesibambile.
Mhlambe sisakhona eEngland if ingangathathwa eManchester City yona ileague yaseEngland, who do you think is capable?
Liverpool is more capable.
Sazi-ke kunjalo usho kanjalo mfowethu, sikhumbule ukuthi kuyona iLiverpool kuphume yena uKlopp sekukhona yena uEnslot okuyisizini yakhe yokuqala njengoba ehambe emayiqala isizini uJurgen Klopp. Siyaqhubeka mfowethu, uRulani ubukeka eface inkinga lapha eMorocco kwiWydad. Sike sabona emavikini adlule beshawa angikhumbuli igama lethi kodwa base yaseyishoda leyo team, sidlala ngabadlali abawu10 but yakwazi ukushaya team yakhe uRulani ngo-1-0 okuyiyona iWydad team yakhe. Waphuma ngesamagundane esejikijelwa. Sabona kwalandeleni igame wawina ngo-1-0 kwigame le edlulile esibuya kuyona wadraw ngo-2-2. Izinto azimhambeli kahle.
Azimhambeli kahle. There's been so many wars with Rulani, the technical team. The technical team is behind him, but the supporters are scattered. Some of the supporters are obviously supporting him, wanting him to continue as their head coach, while other supporters feeling that somebody should be recruited as the head of the team. Kodwa ke okumangaze kakhulu in the recent days ukuthi uhlaselwe abantu abayiteam ye-opposition okushuthi i-team ayekade edlala nayo, for which I think the last game he won. So abantu baleyo team ama-supporter aleyo team agcina esemhlasela elwa ne-technical team ye-Wydad, for which I think that was very of like a racist battle, because you'd expect ukuthi umuntu alwe ne-team yakhe. Uma sekuyenye i-team noma amanye ama-supporter enye i-team akhuluma amagama ukucwasa, okushuthi it's not about football anymore but it's about race, for which we have seen ukuthi i-technical team kaRhulani have fought dismally with the team that they were against with, trying to fight for uRhulani, for which okwakuvela ukuthi even the other team, the technical team of the other team were, in support of the racist arguments and words that were said by their supporters. Kodwa ke we will see how it pan out. We hope Rhulani will keep doing well. We hope he's going to rescue the team from the position where it is right now. We know he's a very good coach who understands what he's doing. However, we know he will fail if he's not given a technical approach and support from that team, especially when the racist cards are coming from the whole squad of the Moroccans.
What is the future of our PSL in terms of the VAR? Nama-complaint ahlezi ekhona week in and week out because of the poor officiating from ama officials akhona aqashwe yona iSAF.
I think one thing and the role that is being played by the VAR is the fact that kunento engivimbayo, you know. So eSouth Africa asinayo into esivimbayo ukuthi uma umuntu there's corruption cards that have been played izomvimba leyo nto, you know. So we need that kind of a protection. I think the VAR in many instances was trying to protect that ukuthi umuntu noma ngabe okushuthi ungamkhokhela imali engakanani kodwa ngeke ukwazi kummanipulate because there's something which oversee your decisions and stuff. So as long as we've got somebody who look things in a darker eye, especially who is within that board of the SAFA organization, kuyoba nzima ukuthi sibone into njenga ne-VAR. Kodwa siyayidinga. I think we are capable of hosting the VAR, connecting and be the boss of the VAR. But I think it depends with those who are overseeing our football, especially the board, especially the members who are within that board. As long as besadonsa inyawo bayibona i-VAR ukuthi sesinayo already, we've got like the picked up cameras, the capable cameras that can capture the VAR, but they are still denying that.
Iphela njalo ke ishow yethu namhlanje is the Durban network yenzeka khona la eThekwini ke bafowethu. Izithombe ezinhle nama visuals lawa niwaphathelwa yiyo ke iBlack TV Studios. Kumnandi kunjalo, sesiyayivala nje. Igama nguSiya.
Igama ngusabele ndaba singanza kwethu. Let's just go in numbers support lolu hlelo lwe-Durban Network in YouTube, TikTok and Facebook. Igama ke ngusabele ndaba sesebe ngani yakwethu.
Njalo.